It's crazy. Now we protected Dalton Smith and we feeling bad preemptively for Dalton Smith. We feeling bad that Dalton Smith could have got cheated by somebody on Austrian. Bro, I see people say that they feel bad for Dalton Smith because he could have been a victim. He could have been. He could have been. Not that he was. Not that he is. You feel me, Tay? They're feeling bad that Dalton Smith could have been a victim. Let me say that again. They feeling bad, showing sympathy that Dalton. I just heard a interview this morning with Eddie Hearn. Said, oh yeah, we should feel bad for Dalton Smith because he's upset because he could have been cheated. What you mean he could have been cheated? By the same guy? By the using the same substance that cheated Devin Haney? You talking about Austrian? No, Austrian doesn't matter. You're feeling bad for the guy that could have been cheated, but you don't feel bad for the person who was cheated using the same substance. Oh, by the way, Ryan Garcia was on Austrian, just like Subriel Matias, allegedly, and he was overweight. So we don't care about a guy weight bullying and being on PEDs. What do you think that does? You don't think that significantly magnifies it, multiplies it? You don't think so? The man cheated and he was overweight because he's a habitual weight bully.
Hello guys, this is Rolly Romero.
Yo, my name is Nonito Donaire. What's up guys, Designer's Eyes.
We're here with Bob Santos Boxing.
And I rock with Dr. Boxing Talk.
I want to give a quick shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk.
And I want to give a big shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the support.
You're rocking with Dr. Boxing Talk. Get your daily news from my man right here, the best in the business. Let's get it, baby.
All day, baby.
Amen.
Bam!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you'll say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know one line.
Moving forward, man, to the Subriel Matias. Subriel, you know what I'm talking about? Subriel Matias. I can't roll my tongue, you know what I'm talking about? But Subriel Matias. We got Subriel Matias, man. Oh, man, this hurt my heart because I like Subriel. You know I like Subriel, chat. Y'all know I rock with him. But I also think it's funny, though, because we have people tweeting stuff like this when it comes to Subriel Matias, right? Shout out to Boxing and Barbecue. I'm not saying that they're anti-Henny. I'm just using this as an example. I think they have pretty good takes and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he was pro or anti Devin Haney. I'm just saying that a lot of people will agree with this, right? This statement. Boxing and Barbecue says, with news that Matias tested positive for Austrian, the same Austrian that Ryan Garcia tested positive for, the same Austrian that Alexander Povetkin tested positive for, one of the substances that got him banned retroactively for 10 years. Yeah, that's the same Austrian. The same Austrian that Amir Khan was suspended for 2 years. Yeah, that same Austrian against Kell Brook. Yeah. The same Austrian that now Subriel Matias has in his system. I just want to give you a refresher, just in case you didn't know what Austrian was and what kind of selective androgen receptor modulator was, a SARM, a SARM. That's what it falls into in the PED category. It's a SARM, you see what I'm saying, which is banned by not just boxing but all the sports by USADA, just to make that very clear, because it is a PED. So that means it's banned whether you are in competition or out of competition. That means that if you're preparing for a fight, you cannot have Austrian in your system. That means if you're walking around with your punk ass kids in the middle of Costco, you cannot have Austrian in your system. If you're at a theme park at SeaWorld swimming with the fish, you cannot have Austrian in your system, because it is banned in all the sports as long as you are an active athlete competing. That doesn't mean that you have a fight coming up. It means that whether you are in competition or out of competition, if they test you at any given time and you have Austrian in your system, it will result in a ban. I just want to give you a brief refresher real quick. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome. Anyway, it says, with news that Matias tested positive for Austrian, it's not just Austrian, it's all SARMs. For your listening pleasure, we are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk, man. Come rock with us. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so any illegal advantage in boxing is dangerous. He fought Dadashev in 2019, who later died from brain injuries. Rest in peace. This is Maxim Dadashev right here. He was a fighter that Subriel Matias fought, and he unfortunately passed away. And you should remember he was trained by the great Buddy McGirt. And Buddy McGirt, you know, it's not his fault, but of course you're gonna feel guilty. But he said he does regret not pulling Maxim out earlier, and he said that he wanted to, but Maxim Dadashev, being a warrior, just like Errol Spence's a warrior, just like so many other fighters are warriors, they rather go out on the shield. He was like, no, I want to keep fighting. So sometimes your team is there to protect you even from yourself, not just from your opponent. But anyway, that's not Buddy McGirt's fault, but of course, naturally, as a decent human being, you're gonna feel somewhat responsible. But shout out to Subriel Matias and Maxim Dadashev and Buddy McGirt. But it said any illegal advantage in boxing is dangerous. He fought Dadashev in 2019, who later died from brain injuries. Rest in peace. I'm not saying he was on anything then, but this should be eye-opening about how serious this is. And I love this comment, right? This comment is great. But my issue is that we have these moments of enlightenment, right? When it's Subriel Matias against Maxim Dadashev. Right? We have these moments of clarity when it's Francisco Rodriguez against Galal Yafai. Right? We have these moments, we have this epiphany that PEDs are bad when it's I don't know, give me any other cheater that we Antonio Margarito. That wasn't a PED, but it was still an illegal substance used on his gloves with plaster of Paris. And we have these moments of clarity when we don't have a disdain for a fighter. Bro, this is the same exact substance that was used with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. They made Devin Haney a meme. I'm not saying boxing and barbecue did. I'm just speaking in general as all of us as a boxing community, not us individually. They made Devin Haney a meme for being fucking cheated, bro. But now we're saying that Osterine is dangerous and it could potentially be the reason why somebody died in the ring. But the guy who got cheated by a guy who tested positive for Osterine, he never tested positive against Dadashev. He tested positive on November 9th. He wasn't fighting anybody, but we're taking that positive test, which is still at unresolved, right? Because we did not test or evaluate the B sample yet. So we don't really know. Granted, don't get me wrong, the B sample being different from the A sample is very slim. It's a rarity, in fact. But we still have to give him the benefit of the doubt until the investigation is complete. But we're not doing that. We're saying, oh, he tested dirty, not during the fight against Alberto Puello, not during the fight against Maxim Dadashev. He tested dirty in preparation for his upcoming fight on November 9th. But we're applying that same dirty test to all of his fights prior. But the guy, Ryan Garcia, who actually tested positive during the fight with Devin Haney, we're saying, oh, Osterine doesn't matter. That's not why Devin Haney lost. You see the hypocrisy there? You tell me what that is, chat. You tell me. Tell me what it is. So the guy who tested positive and didn't have a fight, we're applying it to every fight that he had before. Even when a guy died 6 years ago. We're saying that he probably was dirty then, or he could have been. But the guy who actually tested dirty during the fight with Devin Haney, we're saying that it was inconsequential to the overall outcome of the fight. I don't think y'all realize. I don't think y'all realize the buffoonery with that, bro. I don't think y'all realize the problem with that. There's no meme being made about anybody else that was cheated besides Devin Haney. Have you ever seen a meme about Chris Algieri getting knocked out by Conor Ben when they found out he could have been dirty? Did you see a meme about Galal Yafai when Francisco Rodriguez beat him up? Did you see a meme? Did you see a meme with what's my boy's name? Shonosuke Yamanaka when Louis Neary cheated him and knocked him the freak out twice back to back like a Drake song? He knocked him out one time and then they said, oh, it was a fluke. He came back and was on PEDs again and knocked him out in even quicker time. Yeah, did you see any memes about Yamanaka? I don't even think you know who Yamanaka is. I'm just saying. Okay, so I think it's crazy, bro. I think it's crazy, man. I think it's wild, bro. I really think it's wild, bro. I really think it's wild. I'm gonna be honest too. And if you're one of those that are feeling bad for Alberto Puello potentially being cheated by Subriel Matias, you're a pussy. Because if you didn't say the same thing, if you didn't keep the same energy for Ryan Garcia and the same type of judgment for Ryan Garcia when it came to Devin Haney, you're a pussy. I mean, are you either that or you want to Ryan Garcia hose? Maybe you're one of Ryan Garcia's hoes. Maybe you're hoping that he impregnates you. I don't know. And then beats on you like his ex-wife and then gets a restraining order. And then you can call it off. You know what I'm talking about? Because he does have a DV case on him as well. You know what I'm talking about? So I just think that's weak, bro. I'm not gonna say I'm not talking about anybody that feels that way now, because I feel this way. I'm not talking about boxing barbecue. I don't know his history or their history or whatever. I'm just speaking in generalities here. Like, I don't care if you're Mike Coppinger. I don't care if you're Eddie Hearn. I don't care if you're some goofy random peon on Twitter. If you think that Subriel Matias having Osterine is influential to the outcome of his fights, and you did not share the same sentiment for Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, then you're a pussy. It is what it is. It's not about you being dumb. It's not about you I mean, you're ignorant too, but it's not about you not knowing better. It's about you being selectively outraged and having so much hate for somebody that doesn't know. You don't know Devin Haney, bro. I don't know Devin. Bitch, I put money on Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney, but I like boxing. For your listening pleasure, we are now on Spotify under Dr. Boxing Talk. The same thing on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Dr. Boxing Talk, man. Come rock with us. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I don't condone anybody cheating. If Devin Haney would have cheated Ryan Garcia, well, you wouldn't need to hear from me because Devin Haney would have been crucified if he would have cheated Ryan Garcia. That's number one. But to my point, if Devin Haney would have cheated Ryan Garcia, I would call him a cheater too. You know why? Because I call Jarrell Big Baby Miller a cheater. I call Conor Ben a cheater. I call Subriel Matias a cheater. I call Antonio Margarito a cheater. I call Alexander Povetkin a cheater. I call anybody that cheats a cheater. Why don't you? That shit is weird, bro. That shit is like soft baby shit energy. that's like soft baby shit energy, bro. That shit is weird to me, bro. Like, it's so much support and so much people. Why aren't they defending Subriel Matias? You just told me Ostarine didn't matter. It was wasn't it Shawa? Wasn't it what did they say? It was a billionth of a gram. It was a billionth of a gram. So it doesn't matter, right? The same measurement, which is nanograms, that his Ostarine is going to be measured in. I guarantee it. If I don't subrel you nothing, when Subriel Matias, when they quantify the amount that he was cheating with, it's going to be measured in nanograms, which is a billionth of a gram. They told me it didn't matter though. So I mean, it doesn't matter. Alberto Puello should have fought better. Alberto Puello should have he should have used his jab more. Alberto Puello should have had better defense. That's what we told Devin Haney. Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, right? Right? Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, right? So Alberto Puello, he should have moved. If, a big if, emphasis on the if, and rest in peace to Maxim Dadishev. I'm not going to touch that fight. I'm not crazy because he passed away. God forbid. I'm not going to touch that fight, but I'm just use Subriel Matias' other fights, right? If he was cheated against Alberto Puello should have fought better. That's what we say, right? Alberto Puello, who's another one who popped dirty. We ain't gonna talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna throw him in the fire. That's a whole nother story because he said him and his wife was trying to make things, you know what I'm saying? And make babies and stuff like that. So it could be true, whatever. That's not my business. But the point is, if Devin Haney should have blocked the left hook, Alberto Puello should have fought better. Alberto Puello should have used his range better. He should have used his jab better. He should have punched in between shots better. He should have fought better, right? We don't care. We don't care about Ostarine, I thought we don't care about Ostarine. So, like Dalton Smith, he should be able to fight right now. There should be no problems with having Dalton Smith versus Subriel Matias still go right on schedule. Right, Ty? Am I tripping? Thomas, shout out to my brother Tom. Am I tripping, Thomas? We should be able to have Subriel Matias versus Dalton Smith right on schedule. Because it's just Ostarine. It's just Ostarine. It doesn't matter. It's just Ostarine. Bro, hey, God is good. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, bro. It's like a movie, dog. You couldn't write a better movie script, bro. It's like written out of a book. That's why you got to be careful what you say, bro. Because people will take notice, bro. People with common sense will take notice. I mean, the dummy's always going to be dumb. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I mean, Ostarine doesn't matter, bro. So I don't even know why we're talking about canceling Subriel Matias versus Dalton Smith. I don't understand why we're saying that Pitbull versus Lamont Roach could be for the WBC title held by Subriel Matias because there's no suspension that's necessary. Right? We're cool with Ostarine. I thought it's not influential to the outcome of a fight. That's what you told me. Didn't Showbiz say that? It wasn't the Ostarine, right? Didn't some of these boxing experts and didn't Mike Coppinger say that? Didn't Paulie Malignaggi say, oh, he should have just blocked? But then the same Paulie Malignaggi, when he's sitting beside Chris Algieri and discussing his fight with Conor Ben that ended in a knockout, he say, oh, well, we all know he cheated, you champ. Oh, so it depends on who's being cheated. Okay. I thought some of these big content creators told me Ostarine doesn't matter, but now they're telling me that Subriel Matias should be kicked out of the sport. I'm pro Subriel Matias, man. If Ryan Garcia could come back and get a gosh dang WBC title fight, I'm pro Subriel Matias, man. Shout out to Subriel Matias, man. Keep cheating them bitches. Keep popping dirty. You know what I'm saying? Keep popping the Osterine and the gosh dang and the ashwagandha. My bad, the ashwagandha. Keep popping the ashwagandha like Skittles, because that's where it came from. A Ryan Garcia, right? It's the ashwagandha. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get the creatine popping. Keep sniffing that booger sugar. You know what I'm saying? Cut them lines up. Cut them coke lines up. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the credit card. Just don't use it. But I give you the credit card. Go ahead and chop that coke up. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead, snort the cocaine, pop the ashwagandha, go ahead, eat the scrambled eggs like Conor Ben. Go ahead and take the nandrolone, take the Osterine, take the creatine, take everything, bro. Take the excessive amount of testosterone, take whatever, bro. Get the syringes, hey, get all that. Fuck it. Why not? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. That's what I thought they told me, man.
From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold, we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.